Journal Record Associate Publisher Ted Struley joins us now to discuss other stories making news in business today. Ted, thanks for being with us.
Glad to be here.
Well, we understand the oil and gas industry had some influence on this year's budget negotiations. Just how extensive was it?
Well, it's hard to say, but they certainly had a large presence in a couple of ways. First of all, we know that over the last 2 years, the industry as a whole, both individual companies and their trade associations, have donated a couple $100,000 to campaign funds along the way. And then because there were several bills that were really going to affect the industry, they were very present physically at the Capitol during negotiations, at one point even bussed in employees as a show of support for their side of the arguments. There's no way to know how much that influenced legislators, but they were certainly very visible.
Well, Oklahoma police departments are also dealing with their own budget issues. What's at stake for them?
Well, they're suffering, as a lot of city budgets are, because sales tax revenues are down, and that's what pays the city's bills. In Oklahoma City, they're going to leave some vacant positions unfilled, and their trade association told us a lot of other police departments are doing similar things to get costs under control with tighter budgets.
Well, everyone's seeking revenue. Oklahoma cattlemen are no exception. They're targeting foreign markets.
They're signed a petition to start a $1 a head checkoff program in the state, mimicking a national program. Then that'll get voted on by their members. If it passes, they'll use the money to market their products overseas.
Oh, this next one is something I know a lot of people are going to like. Independent bookstores are making a comeback.
They really are. We talked to the American Booksellers Association, which represents the independent bookstores. Their membership is up nearly 25% since 2009, and they think that trend is going to continue.
And in water issues, another city in Oklahoma is looking at unconventional water sources. What's the story?
This is Bartlesville. They're looking at reusing wastewater by putting it back into a nearby river after it's been treated. They have a grant to study that, and they're taking a close look at Norman's plan, which is similar.
And finally, Ted, what are you working on for next week?
Well, we're going to have a lot of stories taking a deep dive into how this year's legislative session is going to affect the business community over the upcoming years.
All right, Ted Struley with the Journal Record. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.